Dinwiddie, Virginia, Ryan waits to get his first load of the day. For truckers, the most company you can hope for is the other drivers chatting on the CB radio.
And here we wait.
You can get it in there, super trucker.
There's that.
The best I can, and now I'm gonna call you. Oh, no, don't call me.
This morning, one of those drivers is Ryan's father, Tim, who's known on the CB as Caveman. Appropriately enough, Ryan's CB name or handle is Freebird.
I'm the first truck in on, but this got two next to me, so hit what you said first when you come back to us. I give him. Please don't get him. And then you got some at the man's hand, and then the 78s. And hell, I lost track after that. Y'all come up, Jay, man. We got three of us at the 21s, and then Prevost back at the man's hand, and then you two.
25.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, they loaded me first, and he didn't load me first, and he didn't say it on the radio because he doesn't want to piss everyone off. I like that. All right, that's a good start. Loading us 10 minutes early. Maybe I'll get an extra load in today. Nice day for hauling some rock. Okay, man, I'm looking at my co-pilot over here. He sure is making me want to crawl in the back, take a nap. Oh.
Yeah, three of y'all, and then the man saying, you're 40.
Yeah, I ain't got to worry about the man saying. I got Wayne on it over here. All right. That's a good deal. Loaded 10 minutes early. Going to work a full day today up here in Virginia, and as soon as I'm done up here, we've got to haul ass back to Lewisburg, back in North Carolina, with the bus, which the bus is up here, the band bus, annually. Hoping to pull it into a truck shop on the way down, back down home tonight, and get a U-joint put in it, because we can't get to it without a pit. So I'm hoping to get that done tonight.
Being a full-time father is responsibility enough for any one man. But for Ryan, that's only the beginning. He's not just a singer in a rock band. He also books and manages the band, handles all their logistics and business, maintains the band's tour bus, and much of the time drives the bus too.
As long as everything goes like it should today and we don't have any major hang-ups, I'm hoping to get 5 loads in today instead of 4. It's almost impossible to get 5 loads in a day. I've done it 3 times. And you've got to hit everything. It's got to go like clockwork, no delays. You got to get lucky with the lights. Some of it's luck, some of it's you see a red light, you hang back and don't just get up there and stop to get going again. You just slow down. Hopefully it turns green while you're still rolling. Keep the momentum going. You got to do that all day long.
Today is all about making every load and every dollar that he can to provide for his family and to get him just a little closer to the surgical procedure that will ultimately give him more time with his 3 children.
Now it's time to boogie. And nothing coming. I can keep rolling and not have to stop. All those little things. It might be a few seconds here, a few seconds there, but by the end of the day, seconds turn into minutes. Minutes eventually turn into like an hour. And that makes the difference of getting 4 loads in or 5. And for me, it's a big difference in the paycheck. The way they're supposed to do it is whoever gets there first, they load you in the order that you get there in. Old Wayne was already back there in the back corner where I was loading, so I don't blame him for wanting to just get me out of the way. And hopefully those boys don't hold it against me. Again, I ain't like I'm going to tell them not to load me, but I don't know.
see a touring band play live for a couple of hours, a ton more goes into making those 2 hours happen than most people think about. And Tuesday's Gone is certainly no exception. For this band, almost every bit of it falls on one man's shoulders.
By the time I get home tonight, I haven't gotten anything ready to go. So I've got set lists I've got to get ready. I've got intros and outros and encore audio and things I've got to email the promoter that he's been waiting for that I can't send him because I'm up here in Virginia and it's in my computer at home. Stage plots, input lists, all that stuff. So when I get home, I got to get right to the office, start sending the things that he's waiting on. Get my set list together for the weekend, get all my stage clothes and all that stuff packed and ready to go. And sleep fast.
During the band's last trip together on their tour bus, affectionately known as Annie Lee, the bus began showing its age a bit, giving Ryan just a little bit more to worry about before they depart with the bus tomorrow.
Never know. She's an old girl, and I don't ever plan on her breaking down or anything like that. You always hope that she doesn't. You just don't ever know. So hopefully we get done in time enough today. We can hit that truck stop on the way home, and they'll have time enough to get to change that U-joint. That will make me feel a little bit more comfortable. It'll be one less thing that can break, because that's a long trip to be going with a wore-out U-joint that's getting ready to go. And that will definitely ruin your day right there. Don't want that if you can help it.
Being on the road may pay the bills, but life on the road is also quite expensive. Diesel fuel and hotel rooms are two of the most costly expenses on the road. For a band like Tuesday's Gone, it's important to use every little trick they've learned over the years to save every dollar that they can.
Part of our deal is they put us up in a hotel and for both nights. But a lot of times these hotels, if they're not sold right out, booked up completely, they'll let us come in and basically check in really early, like we're not supposed to check in till whatever, midday or 3 in the afternoon or whatever it is. But if they're not sold out, we'll roll in at like say 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And if they've got rooms available anyway, it's not like they're going to sell them that late at night, so they'll just go ahead and let us check in like 12 hours early and not charge us more for it. It's always really, really helpful when they allow us to do that. So that's what I'm hoping for. When we get down there, we get checked in the room and get some real good sleep. It'll be the wee hours of the morning when we get down there, but we won't have to load in at the venue till 1 in the afternoon. So everyone should be able to get a good night's sleep and wake up and grab a bite to eat. We'll load our stuff in and sound check, and we'll be all fresh and rested. It'll be a whole different experience if we had to do that drive and then load it and set up, sound check, and do the show all in one shot. And we've done it. It's not a whole, it kind of takes the fun out of it. I mean, you're talking, we'd have to leave in the middle of the night to make it on time, and then by the time the show rolls around, you're so tired and wore out. Playing a rock show is about the last thing you feel like doing. Nobody's that good an actor, so you always try to avoid that if you can. Go and get the trip out of the way the day before. Definitely worth it when you can get away with it.
The band is headed to Atlanta, Georgia to play the Atlanta Motor Speedway. NASCAR is holding a pre-race party, and Tuesday's Gone will be headlining the event, performing their classic Lynyrd Skynyrd reenactment show in front of thousands of NASCAR fans. Ryan heard that an old friend of his is also playing a show in Georgia, about an hour up the road in Gainesville. Since the bands arrived a day early, he thought a surprise visit was in order.
All right, so we're here in Gainesville, Georgia, and surprising Randall Hall. Chris McCallister, mutual friend, decided he was coming down to see him, so I just got done driving down here, and I haven't seen Randall in about 10 years. There was a time back in the day I was the singer for the Randall Hall band, and so it's really good to see him.
That's Ryan's longtime friend Randall Hall. You might recognize him. He played guitar in Lynyrd Skynyrd for a number of years, and he's in town playing a show with the band Voices of Rock Radio. Aside from Randall, the supergroup is also home to John Elefante, who sang lead vocals for the band Kansas, and Kevin Chalfant, who at one time was the lead singer for Journey.
Gainesville, Georgia, and I'm a guest of Randall Hall's as they're setting up and about to do sound check at the Boot Barn Hall in Gainesville, Georgia.
All day.
Ryan and his buddy Chris McCallister were invited to the band's sound check. Quite an honor. As if that wasn't cool enough, Ryan had no idea what was about to happen next.
Hey guys, come on up here, we're gonna pray.
They're invited on stage to participate in the band's ritual pre-show prayer, led by Journey's Kevin Chalfant. He asked God to heal Ryan's liver and for a full and quick recovery so that he may continue entertaining people for many years to come. Ryan was brought to tears. Afterwards, Ryan approached Kevin to thank him and shake his hand. Turns out Kevin wasn't finished just yet. Following him to stage right, he laid his hand upon Ryan's shoulder and asked Ryan to pray with him yet again. Just the two of them this time. It was the most emotional sound check that Ryan has ever been a part of, and completely unexpected. After dinner, the band packs into their rental cars and heads to the show. Ryan and Chris were invited to ride with one of the guitarists and drummer Scott Brown. Before long, it was showtime.
Some death metal. Oh man, if I did, I'd tell you what, Davis. Ready to go? Yes, sir.
After an incredible day and evening and one amazing show, it's time for Ryan to head back to Atlanta to prepare for a show of his own. One that he'll soon perform in front of thousands and thousands of screaming race fans.
In Atlanta, Georgia, at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're going to be playing tonight, headlining a concert, kind of get the race kicked off kind of weekend. We're actually in the infield, kind of near the pits. There's the racetrack right there. So we're like right next to it. There's Annie parked here. This is what they got set up for a green room for us here. It's a big old Prevost bus. That's where all the people will be.
At every show the band plays, once they load in all their gear and set everything up, next comes a sound check. A sound check consists of the sound engineer asking every member of the band to play their instrument one at a time.
This is my drum. This is my drum.
Every guitar, keyboard, vocal microphone, and as you can see here, even every single drum, one at a time. While this is happening, the engineer will adjust the EQ and set levels for each instrument.
Gonna get her sounding right here. And, I guess that's where Dale Jr. his motorhome's up there. Wait, but about 100 yards from Dale Jr.'s rig. It'd be cool to meet him. I doubt we'll be able to, but it'd be cool. You never know.
There's normally an engineer running stage monitors for the band too. There aren't many things more important than the band being happy with the sound coming out of the stage monitors, or monitor mixes. If the band can't hear what they're playing or what they're singing, then they can't give a great performance for all of the fans who showed up to see the show. And nobody wants that. Once that's all finished, it's time to hear it all played together. So the band will play a song, typically for a very small audience, which consists of only the sound engineer and his crew. The engineer continues tweaking and making adjustments until everything is just right. Once the sound engineer is happy with the sound out front, or front of house, and the band is happy with their monitor mixes, it's all saved and nothing more will be touched before showtime. Until then, it's time to kill some time. Aside from obvious things like eating dinner and getting dressed for the show, everyone has their own ways of passing the time until it's time to take the stage and do what they came there to do.
Oh my God. Yeah, I already hate Annie. Oh, I didn't mean it. disappointed, Annie. I really didn't, but man, look at this. Phew, this is how stars do it. Wow. Oh my God. Jeez. It's really nice, y'all. Look at here. Look at these bunks. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna make a trade.
Yeah, even.
We're gonna just even swap.
Even
Just,
swap.
look, this has got
Where's the pisser?
right there. This has got 4 bunks in it right here,
Yeah.
and the booth with TVs on both. Wow. Just wow.
Normally, a private area or green room is provided for the band at most shows. It's an area where they can relax, change clothes, eat dinner, and pass the time before the show.
Full stand-up shower in here.
Since this one is taking place at a super speedway, they provided Tuesdays Gone with a beautiful new tour bus for a green room. As much as the band loves their faithful Annie Lee, she may not seem quite as fancy after today.
18 TVs in this whole thing. There's a TV in each one of them bunks.
It's strange to think about, but multiple days, hundreds of miles, countless hours of moving equipment, setting it up, tearing it down, and a whole lot more, all boils down to a couple of hours of music. But it's moments like this that makes the whole thing worthwhile.
I want you to welcome some very old friends of ours, Lynyrd, Skynyrd.
Good evening, Cardiff. We have a very, very warm Welsh welcome from America, the Lynyrd Skynyrd Group.
Live from the Fox Theater, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Please make welcome the Heard About So Long tribute of Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Thursday, October 20th. A twin-engine Convair 240 with the name Lynyrd Skynyrd painted on the side is 580 miles out of Greenville, South Carolina, bound for Baton Rouge. It is shortly before 6 o'clock Central Daylight Time. The pilot, Walter McCreary of Dallas, Texas, radios Houston Air Traffic Control. He's low on fuel and can't make Baton Rouge. The Convair 240 is in a glide. The wings are clipping treetops. The plane stalls and goes down. Before dawn the next morning, the hospital had compiled a list of 26 names and notified next of kin. The dead, the pilot and co-pilot. Band leader Ronnie Van Zant. Guitarist Steve Gaines. His sister, singer Cassie Gaines. And assistant road manager Dean Kilpatrick of Jacksonville. The 20 survivors included singer Leslie Hawkins, bass guitarist Leon Wilkeson, guitarist Alan Collins, and guitarist Gary Rossington. Wilkeson and Rossington suffered the most severe injuries. Artemis Pyle is not in the hospital, but friends say he is still not recovered from the shock. What about Lynyrd Skynyrd? Will there be a Lynyrd Skynyrd after this? I don't think so.
Gary Rossington and Ronnie Van Zant and the rest of the Freebirds up in rock and roll heaven.
is scared.